Ladies and gentlemen,
And with
the
that, the
2025
2025 season
year
comes
comes
to an
to
end.
an
Good night.
Before the year ends, I want to pause, reflect on my 2025, how the year has been before I create my 2026 goals. So in this video, I'm asking myself 10 questions. Twins, struggle, the things I was able to figure out and the things I'm still trying to figure out before I step into the next year. The first question is going to be, what was my biggest personal win of 2025 and why did it matter to me? Okay, I feel like I'm not gonna be ungrateful. I've had a lot of wins this year. Firstly, I would say regarding my business but with my greatest wins this year was the fact that I was able to go into a different type of investment and it worked out. I won't say it was a smooth working out, but it worked out halfway and I'm grateful for that. I was able to do a few things I set on my vision board that I was going to do as well, which was I was able to do my swimming lessons. I was able to get my business registered and some few personal stuff that I really want to keep private. So yeah. The second question is, what challenge has sent me the most this year and what did it teach me? I feel I didn't really have any serious challenges to deal with, but I feel it's going to run up to the fact that I tested a new business idea, which I was like, is it really worth it? Because dealing with some people or working with some people to be precise, it's not an easy task and it is so stressful because you're putting in your energy, you're putting in your money into that, and at the end, it's just like going to a waste. The second thing would be my swimming classes. I actually thought my swimming classes was going to be a smooth path for me, but I encountered a lot of difficulties trying to float. And when I'm learning something, I want to be perfect at it. I mean, we can't be perfect, but at least we can be better or best in it. So I had some issues trying to float on myself without the help of any materials and also holding my breath for a long time. It was a whole lot, but I'm glad I was able to overcome that and I'm going to continue my swimming lessons next year to become a pro. The third question is, which moments from 2025 will I never forget? Okay, so I feel it's going to be my birthday. So my brother and I happen to be in different countries. And on this particular day, I was texting him. We were staying in touch, talking about how I was going to celebrate my birthday. I actually planned an impromptu pajamas party within 48 hours. I had to order food, get the pajamas for the ladies, all of those things within 48 to 24 hours, get the decor done and everything. And I was just keeping him in touch because like we're literally like best friends. I was just keeping him in touch, telling him about everything. So the birthday starts, I tell him, oh, everyone just got here. This person is just here. Then I think I leave my phone on charge for a second. I'm trying to get my friends drunk on the party. And guys, my brother just popped up. He just popped that out of nowhere. But we've been texting like literally the whole day. I didn't even know he was gonna show up. He didn't tell me anything. I was so teary and so emotional. I felt like that is one of the best moments I'm never going to forget this year because that was so lovely of him to, put his schedule aside and try to come and make my birthday a special one for me. Yeah. The next question is, what did I change compared to the start of the year? Okay, so I feel I really didn't change much habits from the beginning to the end of this year. I started my year quite with the mindset of being active in the gym this year. I was able to pay for a 1 year gym membership, which I'm actually glad I did almost 80% of it throughout the year. I was able to maintain my weight from not going up, or rather, I wanted my weight to be like either low. I didn't want to gain weight extra. I just wanted to maintain the body weight that I have because I was okay with my body type at this stage. I was able to go on dieting for some street days or even weeks. I'm gonna be like on street diets, don't eat carbs, don't eat some type of stuffs, and actually I was able to maintain that in different quarters of the year. So I would say the only thing that has changed is during this last 2 months before the year ends, I was not consistent with the gym compared to the beginning to the mid year. But yeah, I feel like a win is a win, and I'm proud of that. We're going harder again next year. The fifth question is, what am I most proud of myself for, even if no one noticed? Okay, so I feel like what I am proud of myself for this year and even in the past years is my ability to maintain peace with people. I feel like we underestimate the power of people having peaceful people in our life, having stress-free people in our life, and I feel like I'm just that type of person. Like, I just like my space, I like my personal peace, and I feel that is something I'm really proud of, how I don't get involved in some type of situations. I don't get involved in some type of problems just because of the person I have shaped myself to be. So I'm really proud of that for myself. What did 2025 teach me? Okay, 2025 has been a roller coaster of emotions. The first thing I'm going to be speaking on is on values. Whatever value you put on yourself, you should maintain that value. Put your worth this particular value, stick to it. When you talk about limits, also make sure you have limits with people, to the extent that this person doesn't have to go through this limit with me because I don't have that limit with them. Okay, so set limits for yourself, set like boundaries for yourself, and like try. It's so difficult, but try and maintain those stuff. And I'm glad I was able to do that with some people from the past. I was like, no, you're not coming into my life this year, and I was able to set those boundaries straight. So yeah, I'm very proud of that as well. Okay, the next is, who or what had the biggest positive impact on my year? The first person I'll say is Joshua Salmon. Listening to that man has really helped me in so many ways. He is so intelligent, and his teachings just like align with relatable daily life and just makes you know how to move, especially in things you should do, the way you should communicate, the way you should behave. So yeah, he has been a very great impact upon my life. The routines that made me have a very good impact was the gymming as well, the dieting, and yeah, staying off carbs, not taking coke and carbonated drinks. All those things also had an impact on me. If I could give my January 2025 self one piece of advice, what would it be? Dear Nella from January 2025, don't worry, everything is gonna be alright. What do I want to carry into 2026, and what do I want to leave behind? The thing I want to carry into 2025 is my relationship with God. The next thing is the peace I have within myself. I want to still carry it into 2025. I want to still carry my healthy habits into 2025. What I want to leave behind is overthinking, worrying about stuff. No, I'm leaving all of those things behind. Everything I'm going into with everything I'm moving with into 2026 is positive stuff only. The last question is, what didn't go as planned and how do you feel about it now? Okay, it's gonna be about my business. A few months ago before the year end, I was actually happy. I was on the path of closing a big deal, which was about for me to like sell one of my favorite developers their properties. And I got a client who was interested in viewing the property. We were able to base the price down to what was within their budget. And I was actually glad because from their from their reaction after viewing the property, they sounded like they really liked the property, and I was very glad if this could be their home before the year ends. But I guess it didn't happen, and that kind of disappointed me. But guess what? We still move regardless. Everything happens for a reason, and I hope for very and more great opportunities for 2026. Thank you so much for watching this video. And how has your 2025 been? Don't forget to leave a comment about it. And Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas.